check.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody hear me?
Yes, sir!
Woo! How's everybody doing tonight? Pretty good? Woo! All right, cool. So I'm going to go up first just to kind of get my nerves. I just want to do it. I just want to jump up here, get it done. My name is Rex. I'm going to share 2 stories with you. I hope you're entertained. I hope you laugh. That's what it's all about, right? So my first story is I'm super responsible dude. I got my driver's license at 16. They used to offer a class in school. I don't think they do that anymore. I'm sorry. I apologize. But I got my license, got my first car, which was a Geo Prism. If you don't know what a Geo Prism is, it was the tiniest car before they came out with the Fiat. All the way up till about 2000, whenever it came out.
I was little, yeah.
Yeah, so I rolled that car, totaled it, and some girl has my bumper on her wall still to this day. Here's the story behind that. So I was 16, just got my license, and I needed to, what they called back in the day, re-up. Yeah, now you just go to a store.
Yeah.
But I needed to drive across town to get to my dealer, and his girlfriend needed a ride, so it was all convenient. So we're driving down Texas, which is, I'm telling you it's in Texas because it's an empty road. There's not another car on the road, that's just Texas. It's huge, right? So I'm driving down this road, and she needs to change out of her school uniform and into her regular uniform. Now, I'm a very respectful dude, right? I know that she's my dealer's girlfriend, so I try not to look back, but she's passing me a cigarette. So one time she's passing me a cigarette, she's half naked, I'm 16, I'm sorry. I looked a little longer than I should have. And then she gets this look across her face, man, I will never forget for the rest of my life. And to this day will haunt me. She screams my name, I look forward, there's a barbed wire fence I'm about to hit, overcorrect myself, lock my brakes up, hit a bar ditch. You don't know what a bar ditch is? It's a ditch with a wall. So I hit a wall, and then rolled it 3.5 times. The whole time the car is rolling, I'm holding on to the top of the road, right? So each time the asphalt hits my hand, it rips some bones apart and stuff like that. So much adrenaline is pumping through me. I use my hand and everything to get out of the car. Car lands on its side, that's why I said 3.5 times. I think it's gonna like roll over, break me in half or something, or break her in half because we're trying to wiggle out of this car. So I'm like, stay in the car, I'm screaming. Stay in the car, stay in the car. And then I think it's going to explode because, I mean, my logic is like not there. You'll find out how fucking funny it is later. But I think the car's going to explode, so I'm like, get out of the car, get out of the car. And she's drenched in blood.
Oh, no.
I am scared because now I'm going to jail for the rest of my life for, trying to get some pot. And and so I'm screaming, get out of the car. She covered her blood. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, no, man, I'm fine. She didn't have a seatbelt on. She was changing. She got scratched knees in this whole ordeal.
That's one hardcore bitch.
Dude. And she goes, look at your hand. So I look down at my hand, and then I proceed to scream like a little girl for a very, very long time because my hand was missing. So it had crushed and separated everything, and it was gone, right? So I'm screaming like a little girl. She's like, calm down. Nobody's on the road. Truck shows up. My logic is like, hey, Truck's got a CB radio. He's got a cell phone. He can call 911. He's got a CB radio. If you don't know what that is, that was the cell phone prior to the cell phone. Okay. So I tell him to call the cops. He's scared because I'm filleting my hand like, call the cops. I got a little nub, So he's like on his steering wheel with eyeballs bulging out. He's like, oh my God, So I felt bad later on for that guy.
Yeah.
He calls the cops. Cop shows up, and he decides to grab my shirt like a leash as I'm walking around in a circle, screaming like a girl. So the cops hold me, right? And he's like twirling with me. He's like, calm down, just going around in circles. So then I'm thinking in my head, I'm really mad at myself because I'm an avid drug user. And usually I have like hydrocodone or something on the back, But at this moment in time, when I'm missing my hand, I don't have any painkillers, nothing, no pot, no beer. Super mad at myself. So when the ambulance shows up, I'm like, they got drugs on the back of this ambulance. It's gonna solve all my pain. So I start screaming, morphine, and I'm wiggling my hands at these guys, and they're laughing because I guess they've never seen that before, morphine! And then so I get in the ambulance, they cut off my clothes, they take my shoes. They told me I didn't have shoes, okay? It's a 16-year-old man who went to school, I had shoes. They were brand new Jordans, and I hope they see this, and I get my shoes back. But they injected me with 10 shots of morphine, which they're instant shots, if you've never experienced this. So they inject them, they're instant, they're like, that's the max we can give you, and I'm still screaming morphine, but now I'm laughing. So I'm crying, I'm like, ah! Dude. And they're laughing at me. So I didn't know this, but hand doctors are rare, very rare. And it just so happens the number one hand doctor was in San Antonio, Texas, which was an hour away from me. So that's awesome, right? They airlifted me, got into a helicopter, which is a $15,000 ride if you ever take one. And in the helicopter, I'm so high off of morphine. I'm like, the guy in the helicopter's got to hold me, right? And I'm like, brother, I love you, man. You like mean the world to me. You're going to be there when I wake up, right? He was a really nice dude. I never saw him again, probably because I creeped him out. But he was like, yeah, I'm going to be there, bro. I'll be there. I promise. He's really, really nice dude. Got out, got a cast. I was in that cast for 6 months. So my hand stayed like this for 6 months. After that, I did physical therapy. And that is the worst pain I've ever felt my entire life. See, and I thought physical therapy was nice. Like baths, like hot baths, like ice, like wax, something like that. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. I walk in there, I saw the biggest man I've ever seen in my entire life. He used to be this trainer for the San Antonio Spurs a long time ago. He retired, and now he's a physical therapist. He's like 7'8", 378 pounds, so I couldn't escape. He had my hand, and then my mom starts rubbing my back. And now I'm scared, right? I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He's holding my hand, you're pressing my back like I'm gonna die. I was really, really scared. What's going on? And he's like, okay, this is gonna hurt. And again, I commenced to scream like a girl because he's gonna bend this hand. And just to give you an idea, you see this finger? See how it's like bent?
Oh yeah.
He bent it so hard, he snapped that tendon off.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I was screaming. I felt really bad though because this kid was in a car wreck and he was in a wheelchair for 6 months, and then they had to move his legs. So I stopped crying. As soon as I saw that kid, I was like, what the fuck is my hand? This kid's got to go through all this, you know. But yeah, that's my first car,
Oh,
and she
yeah.
kept the bumper. She still has it on her wall. I think it's kind of creepy because every time I see her, she's like, dude, I got your bumper. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah. And there's a newspaper article and everything, you know. It's a crazy event. I also got a house. Again, super responsible dude. When I was 18 years old, because I wanted out of my parents' house so bad.
House,
Like-
not an apartment?
That was a condo.
Where?
I'm new to the mic scene, so give me like.
Yeah, live your life. Yeah, live your life. It's all good.
All right, yeah. So I got my first house, 18. Moved out of my parents, super excited. Had 2 roommates. I think everybody kind of goes through that phase. They get roommates. They get out. I don't know. I'm not judging it. You know, if you got out and you got a house because you saved your money, right on. Yeah, I didn't. I just got roommates. And then I went to jail and lost my house. And this is how that happened. We partied every weekend. We tried to put a new bottle up on the wall. That was like a thing back in the day, right? So I get a bottle and lost my house. And this is how that happened. We partied every weekend. We tried to put a new bottle up on the wall. That was like a thing back in the day, right? So I get a bottle of silver Jose Cuervo. So if you never had this, very good. It goes down very smooth, very fast, right? And it was my birthday. And I was super stoked. And I was like, let's drink this shit. And they're like, okay. So I poured 3 shots. And they're like, no, man, I don't feel like drinking. And I poured the shots, so logically, this is how I think, you know. The car wreck story, I don't really think. I'm like, I can't pour the tequila down. You know, I got to take these shots. You know, that's the logical thing to do, right? Took the 3 shots. And then they're like, you know what, man, it's your birthday, we're going to drink with you. I'm like, okay. Pour 3 more shots. They're like, I really don't feel like drinking. I'm like, you guys are assholes. I just poured 6 shots. You're going to make me take these 3? Okay, fine. It's my birthday. I took those 3. So 6 shots of tequila in 6 minutes. I think you're supposed to wait like 15 minutes. I don't know. You're supposed to wait. I did it in 6 minutes, right? So then I chugged the bottle. I don't know how that happened. And then they trapped me in the kitchen, made me sit there, and I have no idea what's going on. I mean, this is a lot of tequila that's racing through my body. My dad and my mom show up to this party because it's early. This is 9:30. And they proceed to bring a bottle of Crown, and they're like, "What? Why is he trapped in the chair?" He's like, "He's so belligerent, drunk. We had to lock him up." And so they went outside to have a cigarette, and I chugged the bottle of Crown. And then, I don't know what happened. Apparently, I got my ass kicked. And then I ended up outside. And you'd think that after all this, maybe I'd go to sleep or something. But no, then I go inside screaming, "Bowling! We're going bowling, everybody!" And I got everybody to get in the fucking car with me. That's a lot of alcohol, man. And they're like, "We're going to take you bowling." And I'm like, "Right on." So we get in the car. They didn't take me bowling. We got in the car. I start screaming and punching the back of the chairs. I'm like, "I don't want to go bowling." So they pull me out of the car and they lock me out of the house. You think that it was done. But I go to jail, right? So I went next door, and I picked a fight with my neighbor. I don't know if you've ever done that, but it doesn't go over well. They call the cops immediately. And then got caught with a quarter of marijuana, woke up, my friend apologized, I lost my house. So, I mean, everything turned out good because I'm up here trying to be a comic, but I just thought it was an entertaining 2 stories to tell you how I logically think about things in my life. Now I ended up here. Open mic night. Right on. Thank you, guys. Next weekend. Thank you, guys.
Nice, dude. That's a lot of fun, huh?
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation.
The speculation, and you're listening to the Mike Show.
Yeah. What's up, guys? I'll grab that snack here. Hey, was that cool? Yeah.
Every single day.